Welcome. Welcome, Screen Fiend fans. And as promised, we are here to deliver you the truth and nothing but the truth. Why is everybody moving but us? Now, during that Spider-Man video, I think it was the Spider-Man video, I told you and spoke on the facts that they were making a X-Men movie, but only on Wolverine first. And it is gritty, grimy, something different from Marvel. The script has already been written. We won't see this movie for about 3 to 4 years. I think in 2022 we'll actually get the film. The movie is titled Weapon X. That is the name of the movie. And Weapon X yeah. So Weapon X in Canada. They show flashbacks of him having flashbacks of his childhood and all this stuff as he's in a military lab. Stryker has him and they show him in World War I. But when they show him in the lab, there's also a thing where they have Captain America. And he's labeled as Weapon 1. So Captain America is somewhere in this film as Weapon 1. Cap, whether Cap will be in the film or not, or is he in a block of ice, we don't know. All we know is they got Cap there and he's labeled as Weapon 1. So by title, he's in there. So it might be a picture of him. It could be a place they're keeping him locked. We don't know. A lot of the stuff on the script has been blacked out. So you only got bits and pieces in the script of words. Everything else has got a black line through everything. So this will be Disney's, Marvel's first attempt at an origin story of Wolverine, by continuing his story and starting right in World War I, where you can only have flashbacks of his past. That's the new rumor. Chris Hunan was supposed to play him. The last movie I seen Chris Hunan in was Triple Threat. That's on Netflix with Ben Affleck. They wanted him to be Wolverine. No. But by the end of the movie, they saying he's fighting in World War One, he discovers something else that's amazing, that's similar to him. He's gonna run into Sabretooth even in World War One. They're gonna show a mission where they send Weapon X to go fight, and he's got the military equipment on his head and everything, and he's just brutally murdering people. Then he escapes, and once he goes out in the world, things are gonna happen. And that movie is supposed to introduce the X-Men. They're not gonna have an origin X-Men story. They're gonna have him being rescued by the X-Men, Xavier finding him. And by the end of the movie, he will have the trademark outfit that we know Wolverine to wear. McAvoy, we don't think he's gonna ever do Xavier again. He's busy with projects right now. The women already had their thing. They were the A-Force. So if they mad, they can say they were all women X-Men. Well, all women Avengers called the X-Force. I mean the A-Force, rather. That's the new rumor that he's gonna play. That guy in the Kingsman only had one movie to make money. The one movie that made money was the Kingsman. Rocket Man didn't do well. It was a great movie. Eddie and the Eagle did good. I mean, it was a great movie, but obviously, you know, and what's weird is that Wolverine and him did a movie together. Eddie and the Eagle. Kingsman is like Men in Black organization in Europe, like international. Which the second one I could see where it went bad, but it was all right. The Kingsman was just a little over the top and a little kind of unnecessary. In instance, it's like he has a female lead that goes nowhere. She does nothing to aid in the bed. But that's, look, y'all gonna take me back to the Kingsman. Everybody was blown away by the Kingsman. I'm like, they had cool spy weapons. But other than that, you know, a lot of things didn't make sense. But a lot of his films didn't make money. And plus, he's like 5'5", 5'6". You want a little 5'6" Wolverine walking around? Go look up Eddie the Eagle. You got Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, standing there next to him. Well, he is a short guy. That was the one weird thing about Spider-Man. You know, Spider-Man got to at least be the same height as Gwen Stacy. I mean, Zendaya is like 5 foot. She's about 5'8". Tom Holland's like 5'7". If that. He looked like her little brother. So he's trying to carry her and swing with her. Wolverine was always 5'2" in the comics. Well, it was hard to see because he was always squunched over. He was never standing straight up like everybody else. He was always bent down at the knees. Like a wolf or something. Yeah, I say that. Okay. The funny thing about it is Spider-Man was chosen to be the leader of the X-Men. He chose, no, I didn't want to join the X-Men. I don't want no parts of it. Spider-Man was the smartest one out of all of them. They even got the cartoon when Spider-Man beat up all the X-Men. Then Juggernaut is coming in. Xavier! And can nobody stop him but Spider-Man? There have been talks of redoing Blade, but there's one problem. Wesley Snipes owned a percentage of it because he produced it. And they want to cut Wesley Snipes out of Blade completely, meaning that they don't want Wes to get any money. Now, Blade is the reason why the Marvel Universe even exists. Because if it wasn't for Blade, none of this would be happening. Video, Marvel, and the movie game was about done until Blade came around. Once Blade, they didn't want to give any money to Blade whatsoever. So they finally got talked into giving up some money to Blade. And that's why the ending is the way it was, because it was supposed to be some CGI monster, as you see on the end of the deleted scenes. When he become this blood demon or whatever. But I think it was better leaving him human as the blood demon. Now here's the thing. What was never spoken on again, which was shocking to me, was the cure that she had, the vaccine that supposedly had worked. Then I guess the vaccine just didn't work anymore when it got to the new Blade movie. That could have cured Blade and everything. It's Blade, motherfucker. Blade was made to be rated R, and Blade 2 more than lived up to the hype. It surprised everybody. We had a different type of vampire. We had the Reapers. Blade made so much money because you had everybody going to see it. The martial arts, the choreography with the swords, everything. Blade 3 is where it all went to hell. Bringing in Ryan Reynolds, bringing in... See, the thing is, they added these characters to the movie. They were never in the film, never in the script. Hollywood felt that Blade needs some fresh, young, hot faces that were white. West did not agree with this script change. They decided to do it anyway. And look what turned out. They had, what's her name? Christine Bale, whatever her name is. She was in there, the one that's married to Timberlake. Then you had Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool all over again. So Wesley Snipes never talked to them on the set. Like, they never got any type of, hey, how you doing? Nothing out of him. They had Triple H in the damn movie. Jennifer Beal or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, it's nuts. There was no Dracula in the movie, in the original script. In the original script, the vampires were taking humans and treating them like a lab. They had them all set up in these feeding farms, and they got to go get them. So he's so that they can have a blood supply. So he's basically shutting down these operations and these blood banks where they're like keeping humans in these glass containers. That's what was the whole thing about. The script changed all throughout the movie. Now it's like the Whisperer's got a relative. And it's his grandniece. And here comes here comes Deadpool for no reason. Then you take the Whisperer out of it. Okay, now where we at? We got no Whisperer no more, and so we just got Blade. It was so bad, Blade didn't even finish the movie. Wesley Snipes had done all this close-up, so they just used the stunt double to finish the movie. So they changed the script. Save. I mean, that's the Safe House. He basically played the same role that he did in Safe House, that he did in The Hitman's Bodyguard, except for he wasn't funny in Safe House. If you watch Safe House and The Hitman's Bodyguard, you'll crack up laughing at how one could be the first and the second one could be the sequel. You're gonna laugh like, this could be the sequel. This could be the sequel to Safe House. And you'll be cracking up laughing. Well, it's the remix of Safe House. The Hitman Bodyguard. Well, let's look at Safe House. What is an FBI agent or officer agent trying to transport a known killer, hitman type, Denzel Washington, to a safe house while people are trying to kill him? The Hitman's Bodyguard. Ryan Reynolds plays he's playing an FBI agent. Yep, trying to transport hitman Samuel L. Jackson, trying to get him from point A to point B, and somebody's trying to kill him before he can go testify. Same movie. One is a comedy, one is not. Up to you to figure out which. No church in the wild. That's the only thing I really remember about Safe House is the song. No church in the wild. Ah. And it's funny listening to Jay-Z lyrics. Yo, I'm in the Rolls Royce Cornice. Yes, I'm here. I'm on the beach. I make like a meal a week. It's like, what is this dude talking about? It's like, just go, man. Just go. Another song he stole. Just to say the at least. Another song he